All right. Let me see if that works. I think it does. Do. Hello, hello. Yeah. Well, we got it. Let's see if you have audio.
Yep. Yeah. You good.
Yes. All right. We'll try this again. Thank you, Wendy. Well, that was fun. Shoot. Let's see if I can get anybody back. Everybody said, screw you. I'm going to work. How we doing, guys? Sorry about that. I'm back, baby. I'm back. Yeah. Thanks, Roy. Appreciate it. Yeah, it said the streaming software lost connection with my mic, so I tried to troubleshoot that on the fly, but then we had to do the old Control Alt Delete to this baby this morning. Shit. Technology. Although sometimes me being quiet's not a bad thing, I suppose. Depends on who you talk to. Good morning, Yin. What's happening? Good to see you. So hopefully people will jump back in. We'll do a little thing here on Facebook. It says live, and let's see what happens. Not a very good way to follow up our most attended day ever yesterday. I'm told we hit 30, which is cool. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. And that's awesome. It's it's fun to see this grow. So good times. So I appreciate it. I thought you were a mime. A meme, mute. Ooh, can't say that. Yeah. Good morning, Wally Bear. Good to see you. Instagram. Just got the sound straightened out. So what's happening, guys? Post in the chat. How are you doing today on a scale of 1 to 10? See what is happening. Yeah, good to be here. Good to see you guys here. The people that that were here will jump back in. If not, we'll get them tomorrow. But we got to figure it out. Either that or they're still on the locked screen or something. Yeah. Glad you did check. I don't do too bad technology-wise for somebody a little older. You really want to frustrate yourself, go try to figure out something like Go High Level. Chat GPT will help you through that. So welcome. Thanks for being here. Mark Bunka. Good to see you, buddy. Touring Man is here. Good to see you, my friend. Always good to see all the regulars pouring in. So, yeah, Wednesday, November 19th. We're doing a little early Thanksgiving this weekend. So Bailey's on her way home tomorrow. We'll pick her up tomorrow. And we do an early Thanksgiving at my folks' house so Bailey can go back to Texas and not travel on the holidays and then do stuff, her Friendsgivings and stuff with her friends. And so, some traditions can change and alter and nothing's forever, right? So you try to just adjust. So anyway, Wally Bear, good to see you, Chris. 9 coming in at a 9. Glad to see it. So, and of course, the day I shared, it's when you started. Good job, Roy. Do you know you can share this during the call? So I would challenge you that. Share this out. Say, hey, I'm on the call right now with this guy, and even though he's technologically challenged, he's not a bad dude. There's Dan Bennett coming in. Yeah, I knew you were up because we were texting. So 7 out of 10 passing score today. Yeah, well, we like to see that up a little bit, Locke. So ask yourself what would make it an 8. So Dave from Denver is coming in hot. Good to see you. Yeah, got a lot done yesterday. We got out for a 4-mile walk in the cold, in the wind. It wasn't bad, though. It's a beautiful day here in Maine. Another cold one today. The temp right now, when I got up early was 27. And now, well, it's warmed right up to 28. So coming right into it with a high, it looks like a 41 today. So guys are in the southern part of the world. Good for you. Love to see it, but I don't want to hear it. So a business win is required to push it. Well, let's go. Who needs to hear from you, Locke? Yeah. Cuddle up weather. Yeah. Geez, I told you guys, you and Michelle, to get a room on Facebook yesterday, and Margaret got after me. Shoot. Margaret's like, "Yay, Bob." They're just professing their love for one another. Ah, shoot. Good to see it. Good to see it. North Star Bailey is here. Bill Gustafson. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah. Hey, guys. We're talking about the contractor's playbook for growth. All right. Basically, how to level up and be better at what you're doing. And it can be if you're part of a team, it can be if you own your own business. It has a contracting flavor to it, but a lot of you guys that are jumping on here are building, remodeling, contracting, additions, outdoor living, pond, hardscapes, that kind of stuff. Love to see it. And some of you guys are have a W-2, but you're members of a team and you're leaders in your own right. So this stuff is, as much as it has a taste like, feels like, looks like contracting all the time, it really kind of cuts across about anything that you're dealing with, including just personal stuff. So anyway, yeah, your client experience is something that needs to be protected. So I wanted to talk today about client experience as a growth tool. Okay, looking at it as a way to grow your company and improving that client experience is something that is critical to your success. And again, I'll vanguard this by saying that, I don't come from a place of having done this perfect all the time, and I can think of times even recently toward the end of when I was operating in a contractor where we didn't hit the mark. And it's easy enough to blame everybody, but like I talked about yesterday, it's oftentimes a leadership issue. Okay. But in the end, when you're not delivering a good client experience, it's you. It's the team, but it's you. So so we need to protect that. We need to do it well. We need to work hard at it. We need to view it as frankly, a profit center. Okay. Or a loss leader, depending on how you deal with it. Okay. Because your craftsmanship is going to get you hired once, right? Your client experience is going to get you hired forever. It's going to get you hired back. It's going to get you that second time around. Okay. That's going to be that when you're their guy. Okay. Skills build the project. Experience builds the business. All right. People want to have a good experience. Let's give them one. Okay. Most contractors don't even realize they're leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table, guys, every single year because their client experience is mostly reactive. It's inconsistent. Frankly, it's non-existent. People should be honored to hire you, right? Hey, I'm busy. I don't just work for everybody. Okay. Client experience isn't customer service. It's a growth strategy. Okay. I remember different times in my stretch as a contractor where, I would have a job itself that might be flawless, looked great, crown molding, kitchen, all the stuff, right? Perfect finish, zero callbacks. But then I didn't get any referrals, or, they didn't call me back for future work. And I wondered why. Well, let me think back to the experience that they had. Did I communicate well? Probably not. Did I set expectations? Maybe not as well as I could have. Did I check in enough? Well, hey, they should know what's going on. I told them at the beginning of the job. There were moments they didn't know what was happening or what was next. And that's on me. It's on you guys if you're not communicating that stuff. The job can be great, but if the experience isn't, I always say they don't remember how you start. They remember how you finish. So finish strong. It's hard, very hard to finish strong when there's loose ends and touch-ups and people are subs and vendors and things are sending bad cabinets or cracked countertop or things, heck, I broke a sink on the last job we did. Picked it up, slipped out of my hand, smashed it. Things happen, right? But that quality of experience matters way more than the work. Okay. So when you fix that, everything will grow. Just fix that one thing. Everything will grow. Dave Brackett is here, and Dave sells rehab services for the elderly. So he's in nursing homes and hospitals a lot. So all of this stuff, like I said at the beginning of the call, it transcends. Okay. I mean, it cuts across any business. So everything I've said so far, even though it was contractor related, Dave could take it, put in his back pocket, and get better at the client experience. And here's how. Okay. Guys, they don't just judge in your craftsmanship. Okay. It's only half the job. Okay. Here's some other things they judge: how you communicate, how you treat their home or their workspace if you're going into it. Good morning, Larry. Looking forward to talking with you a little bit later. They judge whether you show up on time, whether you clean up, whether you keep your word, whether you care about the details. The job is the product. Okay. The experience is your brand. I used to tell people, hey, something's probably going to go wrong when we start, probably about 4 hours in. Okay. But that's when you're going to find out who you're working with as a contractor. Yeah. Dave Brackett says, how you look. Yeah. Dress for success, guys. Right. Don't throw on a concert t-shirt and holy jeans. Dress like you mean it. We dropped a $700 stainless steel range hood 2 weeks ago and ruined it. We had a new one installed 3 days later. Yeah. The worst one I ever had, Mark, was dropping a $15,000 stainless steel Thermador refrigerator. I was like 7 or 8 feet tall, right on its face. Right on its face, with a guy standing behind it, looking at his phone and not paying attention. I went out in my truck and just about cried. Yeah. So it's not what happens to you, it's how you deal with it, guys. Okay. Be proactive with your communication. It's a secret weapon because other guys don't want to do it. It's uncomfortable, right? It takes work. Most clients' complaints, most stress, most misunderstandings, delays, negative reviews come from one thing: communication. Communication. Yeah, Bubba, we got it going. Before that, it wasn't a live. It was just a quiet. Join me on my morning quiet. Yeah, clients aren't annoyed by communication, guys. They're reassured by it. Send updates before they ask. Explain timelines before they get confused. Address issues before they notice them. Hey, I was here yesterday. I just noticed this corner here. I know maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, but that's that's not how we're going to leave that. Just so you know, I'm aware of it. Takes care of it. Builds trust. Yeah, Dave says, or lack thereof, right? Morning meditation. Yeah, we can get on and just go home. Good morning, Richard. Speaking of meditation, good to see you, buddy. Wendy's popping some links in there, guys. Check out her Etsy store. She's selling every day, it seems like. Hey, I got a new sale. And she's got a couple of what she calls what do you call them, babe? A stranger sale. She called it, if somebody buys something that we don't know them, it's a stranger sale. So we like those because that means the marketing's working. So thank you guys for sharing it. She's getting to know people too and doing some good things. She's delivering a couple of shirts here recently to people that wanted one and said, hey, when I get the money, I'll get one. And so we had a guy, George Ross, that sent some money over and said, hey, if somebody needs one and doesn't have the funds, get him one on me. So she's been able to do that a couple of times, and those shirts are going out. So super proud of her, doing some great things. Make that register ring. Baby needs shoes. Yeah, by singing bowls. Yeah. We'll get some of those. Guys, you got to set expectations early and clearly. That nothing is a surprise, right? Confusion kills trust. Surprises kill confidence. Okay. Set expectations for pricing and timeline and job site results. And hey, here's what our change order process looks like when that happens. The rhythm, here's the rhythm on when you can expect to hear from me. Oh, by the way, here's when we get paid. Here's when we'll be expecting payments. Talk about what can go wrong. Talk about what they can expect each week. And if you do this stuff up front, project is going to run smoothly and the relationship is going to remain strong. You're not going to be hating each other on the way out the door. All right. Little things make a big difference, guys. Here's some things that cost nothing to do when you go to a customer's house or interact with a vendor, a client, a subcontractor, whatever. Park in the right place. It's 7:15 in the morning. Both vehicles are in the garage, are in the driveway, and you pull in and park behind both of them. Only to go inside. Hey man, I'm trying to get out. You think you can move that? You pull that, yeah. And then so you back up and you pull over into the middle of the front lawn. Wrong. Park on the street. So park in the right place. How about rolling in and bringing the first thing that you bring inside a project should be the vacuum and some floor protection. What does that say when you show up? We care about your home. How about saying good morning? How about not smelling like a pack of Camel Lights? Sending a quick update. Hey, we're on our way. How about cleaning up at the end of the day? Broom clean at least. How about leaving something better than you found it? Their hose outside is in a snarled mess. You've walked by it 27 times. Why not just coil it up? What would that say? Who did that? Oh, Bob must have done that. How about some trash in the yard? Pick it up. It's not mine. Pick it up. Keep the stuff inside the dumpster. How about this one? Don't throw food into a dumpster. Now I'm going on a rant. Don't throw food. Don't your chicken strips and coleslaw and throw that up into the dumpster. And guess what comes for that? Birds. So now it's a residential place, so we've got seagulls out in the yard dining in the dumpster. Okay. God forbid you have to go dumpster diving for that piece of trim you threw out. Pat the cat and the dog. Remember their names and kids as well. Yeah. Be careful with that dog thing. Throw them the left hand. If you're right-handed, throw down the left hand first. Maybe bring some treats. Okay. You don't just only extend the one you don't mind losing. So, but yeah, park in the right place. Do all that stuff, guys. It doesn't cost anything. Those little tiny habits are going to separate the pros from everybody else. Yeah. You make me feel like such a professional with these don'ts that I'd never even think of indulging in. Phew. Good. Yeah. I talk about it because I've seen it. And I shake my head, and I shouldn't have to go to somebody and say, dude, can you not park in the mulch? I mean, you can tell they just tuned that up this weekend. And can you not, how about this? Don't twist your cigarette out on the front steps before you go in the house. Don't leave it take one more drag and leave it on the railing. All right, this is taking a turn. Anyway, do better. Not saying you guys don't. You're here, so I know the law. Flick the cigarette into the bark mulch, cause a fire. I don't know what happens, So, guys, ask yourself this: what part of your current client experience is reactive instead of intentional? Where are you not getting out in front of things? Beat the building inspector there. If he says 10, every single time those guys show up at quarter of, and now they're halfway through the job with your homeowner, and the homeowner's going, I don't know, he pulled in, I don't know, you weren't here. Yep. Put up road cones and your company logo. Ask if you can pressure wash the walkway. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I bought a pressure washer so I could power wash paint off somebody's patio once. Ask me how it got there, right? So ask yourself this: if I were the client, what would I want to know? What would I want to feel? And what would I want for an experience? Yeah. What small touches could I add that would instantly elevate the experience? Because the other side of this, guys, is we tell you guys to charge what you're worth. So if you're going to ask for a decent price for your work, what you're worth, be worth it. Deliver on that. Ultimately, my biggest frustration toward the end of my contracting life was struggling to be able to provide that due to the lack of attention of others. Simple as that. Yeah. So today I'm going to challenge you guys. Send one quick check-in. Okay. Just to an active client, one quick check-in. Hey, we're on our way. Hey, the plumber's on his way today. Just spoke to him. Hey, or he's going to stop at the supply house and then he'll be on his way. Right. Yeah. Make them feel important, guys. Your work gets you in the door. The experience keeps you there. And in a crowded market, because we hear a lot, oh, I don't have any leads, I'm not getting any work. In a crowded market, that's going to be the difference between you, okay, and maybe being forgotten, between you getting the work and you being forgotten, right? And being the contractor that everyone talks about. When the neighbor comes out and goes, hey, who are those guys? They're here every day at 7:30. Oh, that's Locke's crew. They're great. Well, come check out the work. Boom. And that's how it goes, guys. It's not rocket science. Just deliver an elite client experience. Simple as that. Ask yourself if you can just improve how you're delivering. Yeah, Tim's got a whole house rewire. That's great. Hopefully you got here a little earlier than just now. And if you heard some of this stuff, Tim, put it to work for you. If not, watch it on the rewind. I think it'll help you. That stuff matters. Okay. And that's honestly why I would get a lot of work. You know, I hear from marketing companies and guys that are spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on SEO, Google ads, da 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 da. I would routinely do 1.6 to 1.8 million. Guess what I spent on SEO? Anybody want to take a stab? Put it in the chat. Guess how much I spent on SEO per month or annually? I'll give you a second. Guess how much I spent on Google ads? Anybody care to guess? It's a little bit of a lag with the comments. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to talk about when to hire and who to hire first. So come back tomorrow at 8. Yeah, you guys are right. Zero. And I'm not suggesting you do that, but I'm going to tell you something. If you do the stuff that I talked about here on this live today, do some of these things, you will be amazed at where your next project comes from. 10 entire dollars. You know, the last dollar I probably spent on something like that was a Yellow Page ad, if that tells you how long it was. Okay. So how do you go out and create 1.6, 1.8 off the couch, so to speak? Always have jobs. Always have a place to work. Go through 2008 and 9 and not have to shut the company down. It comes back to this stuff right here, guys. People enjoyed working with us. We showed up. We did what we said we were going to do. We got a review once where the woman said, you know, the first thing I noticed about these guys is they were coming down my driveway. They were carrying a vacuum and drop cloths. Cost nothing. Okay. So guys, put some of that stuff into play. If you have questions, reach out. I'd love to help you. I want to thank you all for being on here today. Attendance has been great the last couple of days. I appreciate you guys getting it out. 6 or 7 shares yesterday. Let's see if we can get 10 shares. Pop a fist pump in the chat if you're going to share this today. It takes like 0.8 seconds. Hey, I'll follow this. You don't even have to comment. Hey, what this guy is on every morning trying to help people in life and business. Something like that. Well, just share it. Just simply share it. Josh Baker shares it. Pete Christensen shares it a lot. Dan Bennett sharing it. Mac Bunka, I appreciate you guys doing that. Bubba does. Bubba helps me out with it all the time. Yeah. So, and thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Check out Wendy's t-shirt store on Etsy. Check out our DSA inside the Rosenberg group. I'll be doing the call today. And then after that, we've got our weekly group coaching call for all the people that are part of our En Route program. If you want to hear more about that, please hit me up. I would love to chat with you. We've got a 2-day takeoff event coming December 2nd and 3rd, where we just go all in on everything business for 2 straight days. Steve speaks so much his back hurts. So I see him, I can tell it's day 2 because I can see him limping out of the place. So he pours in, he leaves it all on the court, so to speak. And then December 8th and 9th, for you guys that are clients of our En Route program, we have our last ground school of the year on December 8th and 9th. Same place, same venue. And we're going all in on leadership. So I talk about things being a leadership issue, and a lot of it you can chase back to yourself, okay? That's why I keep this book right on my desk, Extreme Ownership. When I read this book, a lot of things changed about how I looked at things and whether it was somebody else's fault or whether it was subcontractors or people this and people that. It all traced back to me either putting the right people in the right spots or not having the right people where they belonged. So Juan Carlos Miguel, good to see you, my friend. Having a house cleaner after job is done works as well. Yeah, that's excellent too. It's nice to be able to say, hey guys, we're going to bring a professional cleaning service in and have this tip top for you when you move in, and make it a line item and charge for it and make money on it. It's part of the cost of the job, guys. Okay. It's not something that you give up profit on. All right. Yin, thank you for sharing. Paul Terasuk, good to see you. Love to see you guys jumping in. Please share it out. Please share it out. It's been fun to see it build, to get on here and bang around with you guys on the daily. So I'm gonna get Dan Bennett on the Summit podcast on Friday, which is gonna be good. We got a call before that, but we're gonna roll in and do a podcast and start getting some of those back out. It's been full on since about July with getting connected with Steve, and I'm just getting to catch my breath a little bit now. So we're able to do that. Excited about that, and then we got some exciting things going on inside the Rosenberg community. Getting new programs out. They're going to hit the ground January 1st. Steve's working his butt off, shooting videos, reshooting everything. We're bringing the whole app and everything over to the Skool platform. So you guys that are familiar with Skool, I did a little bit of that with my Edge communities, if you remember. It's really good and really user-friendly. We could put libraries in there and courses and have our community in there. So it's going to be super cool. So stay tuned on that. A lot of good stuff happening. Busy day today. And I hope you guys, hope you have a great Wednesday. If you need me, let me know. As always, please share it out. And if there's anything that you want me to talk about in the coming weeks, please let it fly. Day 328 today. So thank you guys for helping me be consistent. I'm going to get to work. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Take care. Have a great day.